when trying to figure out how to make income as an artist, it can be confusing and overwhelming, especially when you consider the sheer number of different income streams that are out there and that are available to us as artists. So in this video, I wanted to narrow it down to the 5 best ways to make money as an artist right here now in 2025. This is because things have changed a lot lately, especially with AI coming onto the scene. It has messed up a lot of people's income when they're selling work online. Also, there's just a lot more competition, not just from people making AI art, but in general, people on social media sharing their work. And so these channels through which we used to be able to make a decent income are becoming overfilled with all sorts of content and competition. So what are you supposed to do? And the first thing I want to present is a way to make money without selling anything. And these are artist grants. Yes, it's free money. There are all sorts of organizations, some of them national organizations and some local, that are giving money to artists for different projects. What I love about this income stream is that you don't need to have a huge collection of work. You don't have to invest in an art fair booth or anything like that. And you don't need a lot of social media followers because you are judged on your work, not how many people are filling up your social accounts and following you on there. And so it's really great for artists who are just starting out, or if you have an idea of something that you would like to create, especially public works of art, things like that. These types of projects are often funded by grants. So if you're willing to fill out a bunch of grant applications and write a few proposal requests, you can get some free money from a whole bunch of different organizations. If you would like more information about applying to artist grants, check out the link in the description because I have a quick start guide down there for you. The next income stream for artists also doesn't have anything to do with selling your art, but it is making content, and specifically making YouTube videos. Because if you grow your account enough, you can get monetized on YouTube. You can make a fairly decent amount of money off of YouTube video ads. You can also make money in your YouTube videos in the description areas of your videos if you link to different things like on Amazon affiliates or other affiliate programs like with DickBlick. Because with DickBlick, they are a supplier of all the different things that you need to make art, like acrylic painting, oil painting, anything that you do for art, they have supplies for it on there. But they give creators who share links to their products in their videos 10% commission on everything they sell. And so this can really stack up. So if you're doing some sort of painting tutorials and then you refer people in your description to the supplies that you're using in the tutorial, they'll go on DickBlick and buy, and you'll get 10%. And the earning potential doesn't stop there, because you can also just get straight out sponsorships from different companies if you grow your YouTube account and you're following enough. So ultimately, the more effort that you put into making YouTube videos, it might take a little bit on the front end, like it might take a year of doing a video or 2 every week to get your account going, but eventually you will start to make money off of it. And when you do, this money can start going up fairly quickly. And I know this from personal experience because, as you know, you're watching my YouTube channel. And although my channel hasn't always made me a decent amount of income, sometimes it wouldn't make me hardly anything because I would be investing money in video equipment and things like that. But nowadays, I'm getting more and more viewership on my channel, and it is a decent income stream. So I would highly suggest this if you like to make video content and you want to do tutorials where you are teaching people how to make artwork that you know how to make that other people want to learn. Start a YouTube channel and teach people how to do it, because you can make a decent level of income and you're not having to sell your artwork at all to do this. Now, the last 3 income streams are all going to be having to do with selling your art. And out of all of these, I personally believe the best way to sell your art is in person at art fairs, craft fairs, art markets, even farmers markets. Any in-person situation where you are selling your work yourself to customers is an amazing way to sell your work. And here's why. Because in these situations, there is so much less competition than, for example, if you have your artwork uploaded to Etsy. I mean, Etsy stores are a dime a dozen. There are hundreds of thousands of them. Like, there's so much competition on there. But when you go to an art fair or art market, there might be 100 or 200 other artists there. That's a lot smaller pool of people to compete with. And people who come to these types of events are primed to buy art. They're not just scrolling through their Facebook or Instagram feed, drinking their coffee in the morning, and happen to see artwork they like and hit the like and then just keep scrolling because they're not there to shop, right? But the people who come to an art fair are thinking about buying something before they ever even set foot into the event. And so the people who are walking by, maybe not all of them are there to buy, maybe some are there just to window shop, but many are there to shop and have something that they're looking for in particular, whether it's a gift that they need to buy for a friend or maybe an empty space on their living room wall that they need to fill. And so if you are there and you have something that fits their needs, then you'll get the sale. So it's so much easier to sell that way than it is to compete for people's attention online, whether you're selling through social media or platforms like Etsy. If you're new to selling at art fairs and you want to learn more about it, I have an entire free course you can watch here on YouTube. I've linked it in the description. The next best way to sell art are commissions, so custom pieces based on whatever a customer wants. Now you can have a niche within this. So for example, I do pet portrait commissions. So if you are an animal artist, you could do something like that. But also if you're not an animal artist, you can still do commissions. You can do commissions of landscapes that people like or abstracts. Anything that you make, you can make something on commission specifically for the customer based on what they want. And this is super popular. Everybody loves to get exactly what they want. If they can have an artist make them a piece that's specifically tailored toward their wants and desires, they're going to love that. And you can actually charge more for your commissions than you would charge for your regular work because of this, because it's completely customizable. If you're wanting to sell custom pieces, you can sell them directly to customers at in-person events or online, and either of these methods will work. I think oftentimes though, you want to sell commissions around certain times of the year, and specifically Christmas, because it's a high gifting season, obviously, and customers love to buy gifts that are customized for people in their lives. And so if you want to do commissions, start advertising it, telling everybody about it, spreading the word in September or October to try to fill your schedule. One tip on this though is to not overextend yourself, because it's really easy to overbook your schedule, especially if a whole bunch of people want you to make work for them and you want to make the sales, and then you'll feel overworked and burnt out. You don't want that. So going into starting doing commissions, I would highly suggest developing an idea for how many pieces you want to make in a given month and only filling those spots, and leave some open time for yourself to be creative and make your own work. That way you don't feel super drained from making other people's work and not making your own. So I find that it's best to have a good balance in that. Next income stream is selling your art online. And specifically, I think the best way to sell online is using your website and social media to channel traffic into your website. Because you can't have a website in and of itself and expect it to make you sales. But if you are bringing traffic to that website from your social media accounts, it will help you get sales. Another way to sell online are art marketplaces, but these aren't things like Etsy, because I would highly suggest not selling on Etsy. It's just overfilled with people, and there's so much AI art and print-on-demand garbage on there that you have to compete with it. I just don't think it's really worth most people's time here in 2025 unless you are selling print-on-demand AI-generated work. But if you're a handmade artist, I just think Etsy is probably not worth doing, especially if you don't have an established shop on there already. But one of the marketplaces that I think is worth doing is Artfinder, especially if you have original work. You have to apply to sell on there, but if you do get approved, there are shoppers on there buying original work for prices that are good, not rock bottom prices like people are selling on Etsy and eBay. Now, if you've been trying to sell your work and you feel like you're just spinning your wheels, right? You've been trying and no one's really buying, then you might be making some of the common mistakes that artists make when they're trying to get their art businesses going. If you want to learn about those, check out this video. All right, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.